Good afternoon, son. The question today is, how can you be truthful? Tell the truth instead of lying. So, when your dad is asking you questions like, son, I've heard the TikTok sound. What happened? Tell the truth that I installed TikTok earlier in the morning. When your dad is asking you, son, I saw some junk food trash in the bin. What happened? Tell the truth that I ate I ate it last night. And when your dad is asking you, son, my friend told me you were at your friend's house yesterday. I thought yesterday was supposed to be football training. Tell the truth that I went to my friend's house and I didn't go to the football training. I'm sorry. That's how you become truthful, honest. And whenever you feel like lying is the best option to protect yourself, son, remember who you are. Repeat after me, okay? I am truthful. I respect myself. I respect my dad. This is who you are, son. Always remember that, okay? Mm-hmm. Good. You know what, son? Most kids today, they lie to their dads, and their dad is asking them, "Do you scroll? Do you play football? Did you eat that junk food?" They always say, "No, dad. I went to the football game yesterday. I don't know what you're talking about. Where did you hear that?" "No, dad, I didn't eat that junk food. It wasn't mine. I don't know what you're talking about." And no, dad, how could I scroll? I don't have TikTok on my phone. What you're talking about? That's how they lie to their dads. And the problem here is not the kids. Never. They will never be the problem. The actual problem here is the lying. And it happens because those kids get scared. How would their dad react when they know the truth? When you tell the truth, they get scared. What if dad will punish me? What if dad will react negatively? What will what if dad will get angry? Those kids lie because they get scared how their dad would react. And that's valid. And you know what, son? If you lie, if you choose to lie, it makes you a liar, obviously. I mean, remember your dad was asking you earlier those questions, and then you choose to lie. You choose not to tell the truth. No, dad, I don't have TikTok account. I didn't install it. I didn't eat junk food. No, I went to the football training. Dad, what are you talking about? All right? And so you chose to not tell the truth. Does your dad deserve to be lied to? Of course not, right? Your dad, he deserves to know the truth. Why? Because he wants to guide you. He wants you to be truthful, right? So tell the truth. Okay? Now, son, remember, if you lie, it makes you untruthful. So 20 years from now, when you become a dad, and if you keep lying, you're going to be a liar dad. How did it happen? Imagine your son will ask you in the future. The questions go something like this: Dad, I heard you were yelling at mom while having breakfast, and your reaction would be, no, son, I didn't yell at your mom. What you're talking about? And if your son will ask you, Dad, I saw you. You were scrolling on the phone 12 midnight in the evening last night. And you say, no, I was sleeping at 9 p.m. And when your son asks you, Dad, I saw you were eating junk food while watching the news. I thought it's not allowed at home. And you will say, no, I didn't eat that junk food. I mean, what are you talking about? Now, your actions is teaching them that lying is okay. That is lying, meaning it's okay. I can lie too, right? And the cycle doesn't stop. The cycle continues. Imagine when you were a kid, you were a liar. And then you grow up until you become a dad. You become a liar dad. So, if you're going to have a children in the future, if you're going to be a father in the future, your son, he's going to be a liar kid, and if he become a dad in the future, he's going to lie to his children. He's going to be a liar father. So you created generations of liar dads, right? I mean, do you want to be a liar kid? Do you want your kids in the future to lie? Of course not. Never. Absolutely not. You want to be respectful kid. No, you want to be truthful kid. A kid who tells the truth. Even he gets scared, right? You want that. Now the question is, Dad, yes, I want to be truthful. I want to be honest person, but how? How can I be truthful? Tell the truth instead of lying. So remember remember your kids was asking you earlier those questions, right? I mean, let me repeat. Your son was asking earlier, Dad, I saw you were yelling at mom. I saw you were eating junk food. I saw you were scrolling on your phone. This time, your response would be like this. Here's how exactly how you do it. Son, yes, I yelled at your mom, and I will apologize to her, and I'm really sorry you saw that behavior, that wrong behavior. I'll make it up to her. Next, son, yes, I was eating that junk food, and I know it was bad for my health, and it was not allowed at home. And I'm sorry you saw that wrong behavior. I'll make it up. I'll try my best not to eat it next time. Third, yes, son, that's correct. I was scrolling on my phone until 12 midnight. I know it was bad. Scrolling was bad, and scrolling is not allowed at home. And I'm really sorry. I will try my best not to scroll on my phone and sleep at 9 p.m., 10 p.m. Now, this time, your action, it makes you truthful person. Now, your action is telling your kids that lying is not okay, that telling the truth makes you trustworthy. Yeah. Does, I mean, does your kid deserve to know the truth? Yes. Does your kid deserve to be educated that lying is not okay? Yes, of course. Does your kid deserve to be truthful kid like you? Yes, of course, right? So now you are a truthful person. So in the future, son, when you become a dad in the future, let's say 30 years from now, you're going to be a truthful father, an honest father, right? And you will exactly say those things to your children whenever you whenever you think I think I should lie. You prefer to tell the truth because you have been reminding yourself that I am truthful. I am i respect myself and I respect my children. So the cycle stops. The generation of liar dad stops. Why? How did it happen? When you were a kid, you were you were truthful kid. When you become a dad, you were truthful dad. So your kids in the future, they will become truthful kid, and when they become a father, they will be truthful father like you. So you created generations of truthful fathers, honest fathers, father who tells the truth even they get scared, right? And congratulations, Chance. You broke the chain. You broke the cycle. You changed the generations of fathers, right? I mean, do you want to be truthful person, truthful dad, truthful grandpa, grandpa? So tell the truth instead of lying. Okay. And now, did you solve the problem today? Yes, of course. Before, you didn't know that lying makes you untrustworthy, liar. And right now, you just learned that telling the truth makes you truthful, honest, and trustworthy. And and probably you will not tell the truth because you get scared. You get scared of what will I think about you if you tell the truth. What will how will I react if you tell the truth? You get scared. And I just want you to know, son, that from the bottom of my heart, I am here to guide you. I am here to educate you. And you, by telling me the truth instead of lying, will help me figure out how can I help you? How can I educate you better? Because I care for your identity. I care for your future. I care for the identity you will become in the future. Why? Because I care for you, because I love you, because you are my son. And it's my responsibility to guide you. And I really appreciate your effort, to tell the truth instead of lying. I really appreciate that. Thank you for listening. Thank you for choosing to tell the truth instead of lying. And if I'm going to summarize this letter, this episode in one sentence, tell the truth instead of lying. Thank you. You got this. I believe in you. I believe in you that you can tell the truth. You will tell the truth instead of lying. Okay. And today it's June 24 and it's San Juan in right now, and I went to the seashore earlier to see to watch the San Juan, and I sacrificed writing and reading. I sacrificed 2 hours for it, and I enjoyed the to get the paros seashells. And okay, let me start telling the story. Okay, first story is dad about the chicken. He took action because he didn't want the chicken to get wet. Because of raining, he wants the other 3 eggs to be hatched. People take actions because they have desires. Dad didn't want the newly hatched chicks, to be wet because it has been raining the whole night, and he didn't want to lose 3 eggs to be hatched today. And I think there's 1 egg hatched today earlier. People take action because they get scared to lose something, because they desire something. Prince, second story, is my nephew Prince. He's a good storytelling. He's good telling stories. He was during the lunch. He was telling because today is Festival San Juan, and few students went to school, and he said they ate pork belly, and his not the number of his plate is 6767. Prince, he's really good telling stories, and sometimes I wonder which one is true, which one is false. It's so convincing. Yeah, it's really good. His stories made me laugh. Shouting, Micah, she's stressed. Calling Shimi multiple times, shouting with very stressed. Yeah, Micah, she's since Shimi is a 5 years old. She's not really listening. and her sister get frustrated all the time. For example, it was raining earlier. She was saying, Shimi, get inside because it's raining. And the way she calls her sister, it's like super stressed. The way she called it, it's like dad reacts like let her be, and the problem is not her nor Shimi. I mean, nobody's guiding them. Their mom is working in Batangas. Their dad is working, so nobody's guiding them. Like what I do to you, son. Like I teach you family values at 4 p.m. Nobody's guiding them. Nobody's giving them the coping mechanism, how to handle when the child is not listening, how to call the sister, how to speak with authority. And St- next story is Steve spanking Steve because it's raining. Yesterday, his grandpa spanked him because it was drizzling. It was raining, and Steve was playing outside, and his grandpa got angry and spanked him. And spanking your kids to listen is not a good idea. It's not a good idea. They don't deserve to be spanked, to be punished. They deserve education. Okay, Manok. The chicken was confused where they can sleep at night. They were fighting. Lesson is sleep on the same bed. Provide a bed for the chicken. And yeah, it since it was raining the whole time last night, and Auntie Salah's chicken occupied the space of our chicken, and it's like same thing with life. Sleep on the same bed, provide bed, and sometimes chicken get confused. Where is their territory if you don't provide? Same thing with our son. If you don't provide computer for your son, he will be confused. What will he do at 9 a.m.? So I think providing what our son needs matter. Computer, riding course, gym membership, and for the chicken they deserve bed where they can sleep, space where they can rest. And next story is by Darox Forox. You don't need an original idea. Finding topic that you're curious to learn. Does it solve your problem? Does it make you a better person? Does it make you excited? In my case, I really I like I like to study parenting. Why? Because I wanna educate my kids, my son, you. TG Power. Walking is a healthy habit. 100% agreed. Schedule it. So walk at 6 a.m. Garden at 6 a.m. Lift weight at 6 a.m. Walking is beneficial. Danny DeBrito, laugh more. Sing that favorite song. Watch that favorite anime. Ask question to your nieces, nephew. How, what they learn at school. What makes me laugh is when Prince was telling stories, when I watch anime, that makes me laugh. And I forgot to tell this story 2 days ago, yesterday. So mom and dad were fighting because she went back home 10 p.m. that time, and then the next morning I was sleeping, and then I I heard someone was shouting 12 midnight, and I woke up suddenly, and then I saw them. I saw mom in the corner crying, defending herself. She was protecting herself from my dad. He's like, uh, I don't know the English term. She's like protecting herself, and she was using the basket to push my father. And my mom said my father was ranting, venting, and same story for 2 days. And mom said, "You're you're saying the same thing over and over again." And mom was saying, "Your mind is so dirty." She was defending herself. We were just talking. We went to Auntie Urine's house to check the water, and it rained suddenly heavily. And then, Dad, Dad is a small guy, but when he speaks, my niece is here. Do you want to say hi? My niece is said hi. Where am I? And my point is, my mother, my mother doesn't deserve to be abused emotionally, to be screamed at, to be yelled at, to be embarrassed, to be humiliated. And Jennifer, she was listening for sure. And the whole guys outside playing Mobile Legends. She doesn't deserve to be to I mean, that's why finding the right wife matters, because my kids can't choose the wife. My kids can't choose their mom. I choose their mom. And one thing I look for from a girl is, does she study parenting? Because if she's not, we are not aligned. If she does, we are aligned. 5 years from now, I will have created 1,500 videos about parenting. And I will find a woman that studies parenting too. It's not, it's trial and error, of course, until you find that woman who is aligned with similar goals. Because my kids deserve to have a mom who doesn't abuse them physically, emotionally. Of course, we are not perfect, but we are trying to learn from our mistakes. And there are so many things I don't know about yet, just like what happened to my brother Marlo, and he was asking for my help for the BSRS test. And I I was having a class at 9:30, and I was yelling at him. Not yelling. It's like this is what you should have done. You should have prepared. You should have listened to the mentor. And then I didn't know that. I noticed myself. I was being so mean to him, the way I talked to him, and and then the second time around, he asked for help, and then I was cool. I was thinking first before I react, and I learned from it. So there are so many things I don't know yet. That's why I'm learning from old bro dad, giving affirmations to our kids, saying, "I love you, son. I love when you choose to exercise, to wake up at 6 a.m. and to exercise. I believe in you. I believe you can write newsletter. I believe you can play drums, play football, and I am grateful to be your father." And words, phrases we should stop saying to our kids. You can't do it. Don't be weak. You're not good enough. You're a failure. I'm disappointed in you. I'm busy. You gain weight. Stop being so dramatic. You're just like your mother. And that's it for today's episode. Thank you for sharing, listening rather, to our episode today and to our stories. And see you tomorrow, son.